All right, I'm back. Exciting stuff, eh? I know, it is exciting stuff. All right, so I know the videos are coming slowly. I've had to work quite a bit trying to make some money to pay for all these friggin' projects because YouTube's not paying so great these days. Whatever. It's cool though. Documenting a few things. What have I been doing? Okay, I haven't really recorded any. I hope you guys enjoyed a little bit of the last video. I guess that was we went and picked up the parts, and we had the time lapse, which was kind of cool. And I never showed any of the other stuff I picked up. Actually, did I show you guys? Actually, I'll show you guys what I picked up in Williams Lake and Vancouver there. I got some pretty cool parts. Or maybe I did. No, I did show you guys that. Yeah. Anyways, disregard that. Okay. Show you what I've been doing. But first, I'm going to get this running today. Yeah. This thing here, I insured it the other day. This was another project. These are all the projects. I got a few more of them, but these are all the projects over the years that I've done that I have, yeah, had some fun with, actually, you know. This thing here, I picked up about 6 hours away from where I live, sitting in a lot for sale, and nobody wanted to buy it. It didn't run. It was pretty beat up, and this thing took me hours and hours. I'm not a GM guy, and this TPI system was not easy. And I'll put a carburetor on it and all that. And I really I wanted it stock kind of. But anyways, it took me a lot of work, man, to get this thing running. Oh, it had nitrous on it at one time. The story I could do, you guys should have been around for this project. I would have had so much boring content on this thing that it wouldn't have even been funny. Anyways, the bottom of it, it's been lowered. So the bottom of it was so beat up, it wasn't even funny. So me and the boy, we took it all apart. We took the interior out of it because the interior had a bunch of antifreeze in it. Oh, it's just disgusting. Took out the interior, put new carpet in it. Those are original seats. Can you believe that? The seats were actually good. That's what I liked about this car. Steering wheel's a bit ratty, but look at that. Digital dash. I don't really care for the digital dash, but look at the dash. The dash was mint. The stereo, I still got the original stereo. I'll show you guys what I did in the back. I like that. Oh, there's 80s gauges, man. Like, this car is just, it's just the definition of 80s, man. Like, it's tacky, but yet it's just the coolest car in my mind. It is just a cool car. I don't know. Look at it shine, man. I threw a wax on that. That's the paint that it came with. And it obviously has been repainted and stuff, but I mean, it's pretty fun to drive. And 350 auto. I don't have the power to it right now, but look at what I did in the back. I'll show you guys a bit better. I know there's some glare on there, but just amps and a bunch of speaker stuff. Maybe you can see it from this side. Oh, you know what? Later on, I'll pop her open. I custom made all that. It's just a friggin' cool car. But it was in the garage for probably 10 years, and the guy moved it out to sell it. It was his daughter's car. The heater core started leaking and it started running like a bag, and that's why they got rid of it after 10 years of it sitting there. But in the garage is what saved it, and no rust at all underneath or anything. So I put in subframe connectors. Let me see if we can see any of that. I built my own subframe connectors. Oh man, this is gonna be difficult. Just hang on a second here. Let me take this off, because I'll never get this in here. It's so freaking low. It's up on the... I built my own subframe connectors. See them there? Complicated to do on this car. Yeah, it's actually other side. I don't know. It ain't mint, but you know what? Like I said, I like it. I really like it. And so that's what I'm kind of doing today. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of doing today. I went for a mountain bike ride. I had an awesome bike ride earlier. And okay, yeah, and then I'll show you guys out here what I've been doing. This truck is actually, you know what? I'm loving this truck too. It is coming together, and I'm sorry that I haven't filmed any of it, but look at what I got here. Okay, that's not done, but I got this in here. I've got these pieces in. those pieces, for anybody that wants to know, their measurements for some reason are different on the instructions. Obviously I never got the instructions, but they wanted it further back. When I put it further back, this wheel, that's why the wheel's on here, it was way back into the opening. Like, I don't understand that. So I moved it ahead to the next hole. There's a hole you line up on the bracket. I moved it ahead to the next one, and that's way better. That's what I was doing there. I got all the brackets in underneath. I put in these shock towers. That worked out well. That was a good deal. I took out the headlights because I got new headlights for it. I'll be showing you guys that later. This side, I haven't done anything but put the shock towers in. This is gonna kind of slow down a bit because I am wanting to drive the car and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I got a whole whack of parts for it. I got the fuel tank. There's the coil springs, 8-inch and 6-inch, and the guy's got some 4-inch ones for sale that I'm gonna pick up because I want to have a bunch of different ones, and then I'll decide what I want to do. I think 6 inches, for my taste, is a little too high, but we'll see. I've got new brackets for here that I'm gonna put on because those would be okay, but they just look like crap. Yeah, so I don't know what you guys have all seen, but we'll go back inside the garage here and I'll show you guys what kind of parts I've got. I won't show you all of them, but I ordered a bunch of stuff the other day. Good old Rock Auto. Wife wasn't too happy. What are all these packages? Don't worry about it. There's the fuel tank. Nice looking fuel tank. Like, that's awesome that it's got some sort of coating on it. I thought I'd have to paint it because some of them come with just bare steel, so that's cool. And I have all of these. Not all of these are for that thing, but most of them. I bought these lights from Rocky Auto. I can't even believe this. You can't lose 2 lights for 60 bucks. Like, how can you lose? Like bulbs and everything, ready to go. Yeah, maybe they're not the best, but look at that. Just gonna spiffy that thing right up. And a fuel pump for the front because I'm gonna redo that. I'm gonna redo the fuel pump just to make sure I got at least one good one in there. And yeah, man, it's cool. One day I'll show you what's back there in the other garage there. One little bit at a time, man. You gotta subscribe to see this stuff, right? I can't let it all out. But yeah, so hopefully maybe I'll come back and show you if I get this thing fired up. I had a lot of injector problems with this thing. So this winter I bought brand new, which are not cheap, by the way, brand new injectors, and the proper ones, and put them in there in the fall. And I haven't driven this thing yet. I had it running. I had that intake off probably 10 friggin' times trying to fix this stupid car. It was ridiculous. So I've got it all together, but I never really ran it. So just for a bit. So, and all new valve seals because the thing smoked like a friggin' banshee. The valve seals were all wrecked. So yeah, I did all that work, and now we're gonna new valve cover gaskets. Oh, so yeah, now we're gonna take it out for its maiden voyage, and hopefully it's okay. Okay, let me get this thing out of the garage, and we'll talk to you guys in a bit. Okay, I just got back from the big roadie test. Man, this car is just puts a smile on my face, man, when I drive this thing. Here, I'll show you guys. Fan's on right now, so it's loud. But it ran like a champ, man. I went out and cruised like I did back in the 80s, man. Oh, it's so cool. Just love this car. I'll show you guys what I did with the exhaust here. Louder than what it was. Yeah, I love it. Pretty cool. It's fun to drive. Tacky as heck, but pretty cool, man. Lots of plastic in these cars, 80s cars and stuff like that. It's definitely a cool car, and you don't see too many of them around. So yeah, it was fun. Friggin' antennas, got antenna works. You know, the friggin' stereos pumping. It's awesome. Just love it. Let's turn it off here. Let's go over to the other side. Oh, check this out. I'll show you guys something else that's kind of cool. Let's get in this thing. the gauges work. This message center doesn't work. I wish that did work. Even this message center does work though. This one doesn't work. This is like your odometer and all this stuff. So check out this key I got. That's kind of cool. Yeah, and I mean everything else really does work good. So, oh, let's see if I'll show you guys the back here. I'll show you guys my stereo install. I did this all myself actually. Oh, maybe I can't get into that sucker. Just hang on a second here. I think you got to be back here right away. Yeah, there you go. Look at this. I did all this myself. All this carpeting, all matched with that. I wrapped that all. Got some ideas off the internet, of course, but yeah, look at that, man. She's pretty nice. This car was beat up. I'm talking beat. So yeah, it's just lucky that I got it as good as what it is. That's for dang sure. Look at all that dust in there. Where is that from? All the dirt and stuff, man. I know where that's from. That's from the stupid. Look at this. I'll show you guys this wing. I had to put red tape on here. Right, big cracks. It's just horrible. This thing weighs like 1,000,000,001 pounds, eh? And I can't get one. I wanted to put my plan was I wanted to put a fiberglass wing on this thing, lighten it right up, and then get the window tinted in. I can't find one. Can't find one of these wings. It's horrible. I would have paid whatever. But anyways, all right. So the old F-150 is gonna have to wait a bit. I mean, this is why I don't do too much in the summertime because I got so many other things to do. The weather's too nice. I like to do winter projects, but I will get on to this truck. This truck's turning out really good. I think, in my mind, anyways, a lot of work, but I think it's gonna be pretty cool too. These blisters are kind of old to drive, and they're not as nice as the new ones, you know, and everything, and they're not as posh and all that. But they're different. They're fun. I don't know, from back then, I guess. So that's why I like the stuff, I suppose. So, anyways, yeah, that's my day. I guess I got to work on the daughter's car now, and you guys don't want to see any of that. So yeah, turned out pretty good. I will talk to you guys in a bit. Right on.